Hey Stampers, welcome to Brandy's Cards. I hope you're doing good and I hope you're having a crafty kind of day. I have a fun card using the Rise and Shine Stamp Set. Now some of you might be going, okay, I didn't see that one in the annual catalog or the spring catalog. That's because it's one of our new Sale-A-Bration stamp sets. That's right. So I'm excited. I'm going to show you guys some of the new offerings for Sale-A-Bration, and they're only available through March 31st. This one was probably one of my favorites because I love coffee, I love tea, I love meeting my friends for coffee and all that good stuff. So this one is pretty fantastic. So this is our Sale-A-Bration. This is our second Sale-A-Bration catalog. We just launched one in January with lots of great items in there. And this is launch number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the stamp set that we're going to use today. We are going to use the Rise and Shine stamp set. Here it is right here. And I love it. It's got a little tag that you can put the word T on if you wanted. I've made 3 or 4 cards using this stamp set, and I'm so excited to show those to you. So if you hang with me, I'll have all of those available to show you here at the end. Now, another nice thing about this stamp set is it's reversible. That's right. So you can either have the coffee cup handle on one side or you can have it on the other side. And if you look over here, you can get a coffee cup with a flat, just a straight image, one just solid coffee cup, or you can get one with the little flowers. So I just thought this was so cute. So we're going to make a card using this today. But before I do that, I just want to show you some of the other items that were offered in this Sale-A-Bration catalog that just came out. So this is Tags in Bloom. This one is also very cool. And I'm going to show you a couple cards I made with that set too. So I thought this one was super fun. It's super easy to use. I love the fact that you can stamp this big image and that you've got the, these other images that are like the 2-step stamp that you stamp on top and color it in. Makes it super simple and really easy. So anyway, it's really a fun set. This one is well dressed. We don't have a whole lot of masculine sets. So this one would be perfect if you're looking for that masculine classic type card. Super fun. So that one's available too as a gift with purchase. And let me show you the new designer papers. So this is the new vellum that's in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Now I just grabbed one of each, but I believe the vellum I think you get 6 maybe of, 2 of each color, but I have to go back and check. But anyway, look at how beautiful those are. And one thing I love about this new vellum is that it's like raised. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you've placed an order with me in the month of March and you in the month of February and you use the host code, I'm going to be sending you a sample of these papers and you are going to love them. So I'm really excited about that. And here, let's have a look at this. This is the flowering foil. You guys have probably seen people using this designer series paper. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Those flowers are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And so, so that is some of our new Sale-A-Bration items. And if you're new to Brandy's Cards and you're like, those are fantastic, but what the heck is Sale-A-Bration? Well, that's a very good question. So Sale-A-Bration is if you place an order of $50 before shipping or tax, you get to pick a Sale-A-Bration item. Now, if you place a $100 order before shipping and tax, well, then you get 2 Sale-A-Bration credits in which you can get an item that takes 2 credits worth. So, it's, let me open up this catalog just really quick before we get into our project and show you what I'm talking about. So this one here, it takes an order of $100 before shipping and tax. So that would be 2 credits. And then this one here is an order of $50 before shipping and tax. So that's what you look for, is these little icons. And then here in the very back of the book shows all of the items that we're offering. Now I have to tell you, Sad to say, but the Golden Honey specialty paper has sold out. It makes my heart break, but it's sold out. The metallic baker's twine is also sold out, as well as the kerchief card kit. So those are heartbreaking, but celebration is while supplies last, and it does end March 31st. So if you have the opportunity, make sure that you get your celebration order in so that you can take advantage of these gifts, okay? All right, so let me show you the card that we're gonna make today. And here it is. Oh, I just love it. I love it. You've got this, but first, coffee. That's kind of how I feel, I think, when I'm making like my boys' lunch. I'm like, you've got this. But first, I'd like my cup of coffee. So this is fun. This is a super easy card. I'm excited to show you how I did it. It's paper, ink, and stamps. That's really all this is. You've got paper, ink, and some stamps, some images. So let's go ahead and get started so that maybe some of you can give this a try at home. All right, so I have Coastal Cabana here, and I have Whisper White. Now, some of the inks that I have Early Espresso, Crushed Curry, Lovely Lipstick, Coastal Cabana, and Bermuda Bay. So those are the colors that I have today. All right, so I have got my Coastal Cabana cardstock, and I'm gonna go ahead and just fold that in half. Now, if you have a bone folder, you could certainly use that to get a nice crease, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp the background. That is what I loved about this card, is the fun background. So I took this little stamp right here with all the little, I don't know if you wanna call them stars or what they are in there, but I'm gonna ink this up, and I'm gonna ink it up in Coastal Cabana, which is the exact same color of the cardstock. And I'm gonna start down here in the corner, and I'm just gonna ink that up and stamp it, and see, it just leaves a fun image. And if you notice, one thing that I like about this is because it's Coastal Cabana cardstock and it's the ink, you can see the little stars kind of poke out, poke through the cardstock. So I just think it's such a fun way to get a two-tone without really having to do a whole lot. Now, some of you guys might say, well, Brandy, now what I did is I didn't want this little handle on here, so I flipped my paper around. So make sure you think about that. Some of you might say, well, I don't really like how it overlaps. When the ink dries, it really kind of fades in. And I kind of liked the overlapping look. It didn't bother me at all, especially when I put my front image on. So I wouldn't get too caught up in that. I don't think anybody's gonna notice or care because the card is so fun. And so here we go. I'm gonna ink it up again. So now I've got the top and the bottom. So just make sure that you ink it up and your handle, is not in the way so that it doesn't get on in the wrong spot there. And so then we're gonna go here to the top, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing here at the top, all right? And if you have a spot that you have missed or something, you can just add a little bit more ink to the corner of your stamp and stamp it on the top there. Okay, so we have our background. Now that was super easy, right? You guys are like, oh my gosh, that was pretty easy. It was easy. And you guys can do it at home too and make these super fun backgrounds. That's what I love about this set. Okay, so let's go over. I have 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. Now, if you're new to Brandy's Cards and you're wondering, where do I get the sizes and the dimensions? Don't worry. Please visit BrandysCards.com, and in the top of the navigational bar, you'll see a spot that says videos. Click on those videos and you'll see all of my videos. If you click on the picture of the card you're looking for, then you're gonna have all the tutorial stuff in there. So you can always find the sizes and the dimensions at Brandy's Cards. Now, if you can't find it and you need some help or you have some questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. And if you need catalogs, if you don't already have a demonstrator, let me know that too, and I'll send those out to you right away as well. Okay, so here we go. So you guys know where to find the sizes and the dimensions. So that is definitely important so that you can recreate this card. That's my hope. All right, so I have a pierce mat. And the reason I have a pierce mat is sometimes I find that these photopolymer stamps, when you have something squishy, like a magazine or a pierce mat or something like that underneath, sometimes you get a better image. So I'm gonna ink up my, my cup with the circle in the center. And I'm just gonna stamp it straight down, straight up. Now, one of the neat things about this stamp set is that it coordinates with the Cup of Cheer dies. So if you haven't seen those, they were so cute. They've got a candy cane in here and a poinsettia, just really neat holiday type cups, right? And so this one is kind of, you know, rise and shine. It's more about coffee and tea and friends and that sort of thing. So this die cuts out your cup. However, today, we're not going to worry about the dies because you might not have the dies at home, and that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use our scissors and we're just going to cut our cup out. It's super easy to do. And as you can see, I'm just following around the edge, definitely leaving some white spots in here. It's totally okay to do that. I'm rounding the end here and going to snip it off. See that? Perfect. So we just cut our cup out. That's how easy it is. Super duper easy. All right, so I'm going to set my pierce mat kind of over here to the side for just a second. And we're going to bring in the other Whisper white piece. Now this is the piece we're going to stamp our sentiment and start to put all of our pieces together. So I have the sentiment here that says, "You've got this, but first, ... You can fill in the but first. I'm going to put coffee, but maybe you want to put tea, okay? So here we go. I am going to stamp right down here towards the bottom of my cardstock, and that turned out perfect. Now I have the word coffee, and I'm going to stamp that in crushed curry. That's going to go right here under the word this. And we've got that in there perfectly. All right, now I've got my cup already cut out. So I can put my cup right here and place it where it's going to be. And I have my steam, you know, just makes it so lovely. I look at that steam and I think about when I wake up in the morning and I can't wait to smell a fresh cup of coffee. It's the little things. And so I'm gonna stamp this right here at the very top of my coffee cup. And now we're going to flip our coffee cup over and we are going to pop it up using some Stampin' Dimensionals. And so I'm going to probably say at least put 3 on there. You might even get away with 2, but anyway, I'm going to put 3. And I'm going to stick it right here. All right, so we're almost done stamping for this card, but we have one more thing we've got to do. We have this fun little flower. And so I'm going to ink this flower up in lovely, lovely lipstick. Yeah. I'm going to stamp it straight down, straight up. And sometimes, you know, if you don't get sometimes if you have a lot of ink in your pad, you can get it really dark. And sometimes if you pick a different spot, maybe that's been used a lot, you can have it a little bit lighter. So you can decide, or of course you can stamp off. So there's some couple different variations in color that you can get there. And so I like this dark one. So I'm just going to cut my flower out really quick here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to add this flower to the top of our cup. Now you can add the flower using a mini glue dot, or you can use a Stampin' Dimensional, or you could even use your multi-purpose glue, whatever works for you. So I have my, I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that today. And I'm going to bend up my little petals here so it's it's fun. I've got some jewel rhinestones. They are by far my favorite. I like them a lot because they are clear and I can use them for lots of different things. I love the colored ones, don't get me wrong, but I find that I gravitate towards these clear ones because I just really like them a lot. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to flip over this piece of our cardstock. And we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals behind this guy, behind our image. And I got a couple more. I would definitely put at least 6 because you don't want it saggy in the middle, right? No, we don't want it saggy. I always think about that when I'm when I'm crafting. I always think, okay, I don't want to sag it in the middle. So here we go. I am going to center this on my cardstock. And I have my multi-purpose glue. And we're going to go ahead and take that glue and add it to the back of our larger piece. Then we're going to add it to the top of our card. So here we go. I'm going to add it right here to the top of my card. See how easy that was? Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, I just love this card. So I'm going to go ahead, and it looks like I may have forgotten the white piece for the inside. However, in my tutorial, I'll make sure and have the measurements for that piece. But I believe I have it stamped in my card. So here we go. This is what it looks like on the inside. I just stamped this little flower that you see here on the front. I stamped it on the inside and I added a jewel. Now, if you wanted to stamp it and cut it out and pop it up inside there, you certainly could do that. I just stamped it directly onto the inside there. So I just thought that made a fun, you know, kind of finished the stationery and really kind of pulled it together. All right, so let me show you a couple other cards that I made, and then I'm excited to show you the cards that I made with the Tags and Bloom Stamp Set. So here's this one. This is the one we just did, and here is another one. This one is also You've Got This, but First Coffee. And check this out. This is that little flower stamped here in the background. And then I did the XOXO. So one of the fun things you could do, instead of this sentiment, you could put Let's Hang Out Soon. And then you have the XOXO in the background. I just think that's super fun. So that is a possibility too. And this one here, Let's Hang Out Soon. So, you know, this would be such a great card to send to some friends that you would like to get together with and maybe catch up with. All right, and so here, let me show you these two from the Tags and Bloom Stamp Set. So here, this one has that vellum that I showed you earlier. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so pretty. And I used the stamp set. I believe this is Balmy Blue, and I used Lovely Lipstick. So I just thought that was super fun. And this is another fun one. This one is Pretty Peacock in the background. And I stamped my image here. This is Pretty Peacock in the center. You can see I added a little bit of the, I stamped the image here in the back. So this one is just another fun card using that Tags and Bloom Stamp Set. So, all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial today. This is a super fun, easy card to make and to send. It's very cheerful, and it definitely gives you a feel-good feeling, especially for all the cold weather that we've been having. I don't know who wouldn't enjoy getting a greeting card in the mail like this. So thank you guys for stopping by, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Visit me at BrandysCards.com and click on Contact. Send me a message. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please let me know. I'd love the opportunity to earn your business. And if you're one of my current customers, thank you. I truly appreciate you and your business, and I always look forward to hearing from you. So thank you guys, and have a blessed day. Bye, everybody.